2011 Super Tornado Outbreak by Jack Wildy. The facts. This table shows the contents of the outbreak. EF stands for Enhanced Fujita, which is a scale that goes up to 5 and measures the power of tornadoes. EF0 tornadoes have light damage and have the ability to break branches. EF1 tornadoes have moderate damage and have the ability to push vehicles off-road. EF2 tornadoes have significant damage and can ruin entire house frames. EF3 tornadoes have severe damage and roofs can be completely ripped off, or the tornado can make the roof collapse. EF4 tornadoes have devastating damage and large pieces of debris can be like flying missiles. EF5 tornadoes have incredible damage and almost all structures are destroyed in its path. Take a look at this map. It shows where the majority of the tornadoes were and their courses. In the bottom right-hand corner, the key indicates what power and the course of the tornado. Scientists believe that tornadoes are increasing due to global warming, therefore causing so many tornadoes in just 4 days. The aftermath. The outbreak devastated many states such as Georgia, Arkansas, Tennessee, Virginia, but the most affected were Mississippi and Alabama. The outbreak demonstrates the true power of Mother Nature. The 2011 Super Outbreak was one of the most deadly tornado outbreaks ever recorded. The outbreak spanned over 4 days. There were 324 deaths and over 2,000 injuries. There was 363 tornadoes confirmed, and the damage cost was $11 billion. Mitigation. Tornado mitigation necessities. An emergency kit, a plan to remove all hazardous objects, and supplies to secure your house. Emergency kit. The must-haves on the following list are a 3-day supply of water, a first aid kit, non-perishable food items, and a battery-powered radio. You need a 3-day supply of water for each member of your family to survive if trapped under debris. You need a first aid kit to fix any flesh wounds from debris. Non-perishable food items would also be essential to stay alive and keep your strength up. Lastly, you would need a battery-powered radio to contact help if you are stuck under rubble. However, if all items can be obtained in a tornado situation, this is ideal. Planning. If a tornado occurs, the ideal position to be in is a ball with your head covered, and if you have access to a blanket, place it over you to keep small debris off. A tornado safe room should have a reinforced wall, ceiling, and foundation. It should also have a FEMA-approved door and the must-haves in the interior, a bathroom, and it would be lovely if you could have a finished closet, pantry, media room, and another space. If you do not have a tornado safe room, seek an interior hallway or the lowest floor possible. Stay away from doors and windows and the outside walls. Stay in the center of a room and avoid corners because they attract debris. Rooms constructed with reinforced concrete, brick or block with no windows and heavy concrete floor or roof system overhead are ideal. Hazardous objects. A hazardous object can be anything from a large tree, a lawn gnome, to a toaster. And I know what you're thinking. A garden gnome could be dangerous, but if it was flying at my house at over 200 miles per hour, I'd be pretty scared. Eliminating those objects can mean the world of difference. Take a look at these two houses. Yes, they are both damaged. However, the house on the right is just debris and destruction, and the house on the left has just roof damage. Also, there is no sign of hazardous objects on the left house. Also, unplug all appliances, so if there was a spark, there will be no fire. Finally, if you have any glass items, wrap them in bubble wrap and put them away to keep them from shattering. House protection. How to properly secure your house. Increase the strength of doors. Fortify your garage door, fortify your roof structure, and secure your window or windows. I'm going to inform you on how to tornado-proof your house. Kiesling Wind Science and Engineering Research Center, otherwise known as WISE, at Texas Tech, has tested a variety of doors to these standards of an EF5 tornado. The doors that survived the impact were the Storm Pro window shutter system from Curry Doors It is an amazing door that will keep the wind out, roughly costing $5,500. Did you know once the garage door is lost, you can consider the house lost as well? To keep your garage secure, install a vertical bracing system made of aircraft-grade aluminum, and it would cost $160 per brace. During a tornado, the wind blowing over a home and the pressure that the tornado is exerting is insane, and you must reinforce all structural roof beams or replace them with tornado grid beams. There are two ways to secure your windows. One is to board it with wooden or metal materials. For extra protection, you could put a concrete fireproof cloth as an extra layer of defense. These are the necessities to protect your house. Now I will show you some footage of the super outbreak. Thanks for watching. I hope you've learned about tornadoes, tornado mitigation, and the super outbreak of 2011.